And that, you know. There's obviously a strong element of young violinist there because on many occasions she's visited schools. So for a lot of young people between that sort of 12 and 16 years of age that are studying violin, I mean, hopefully she will become a role model to those.
Welcome to Toot Hill School. Nice to see you.
From the age of 8, when I decided to concentrate much more on music, I only went to school once in a blue moon, like once every 2 weeks when I could really fit it in, and just did my GCSEs privately with teachers at home.
Vanessa, hello.
Hi.
Let's go straight to the first question
Sure.
from the audience. It's from James Briggs Price, who, I must say, submitted no fewer than 147 questions to you. Where are you, James?
What's a typical day for you?
Oh, well, at the moment, it's just been really busy, as you can imagine, because I was just in, where was I yesterday? Belgium. I came back from Belgium this morning, Holland, and then Germany at the weekend. So you can imagine every day's been really packed. And every day, you know, I get a different schedule, packed with more and more interviews and radio and TV shows, but it's great fun.
Let's go to the next question.
Katie Slater, what do you do to relax?
What do I like doing? I love skiing. That's one of my passions in life. So I'm a great fan of skiing. That's, you know, something that I really enjoy. And I'm pretty sporty. You know, in the summer I start playing tennis again and join the health club now that I'm 16, because my health club in London, it hasn't allowed me to join until I'm 16 because I've been underage.
Natasha Marquis, do you think your looks helped you to become famous?
I don't think so, because I think you must all agree that ever since the beginning of time, looks have played an important part in everybody's life, and it's always nice to be appreciated for your looks, but it's certainly not the most important thing.
Definitely time for the next question.
Matt Thompson, you began your successful career as a violinist at an early age. Do you not feel that you've missed out on your childhood?
Oh, no, not at all, because at the moment, you know, I'm 16, I'm still a teenager, I've still got, you know, my teenage years ahead of me, and when I did...
Personally, I think she has missed out on childhood. She said she hadn't. She's done the rollerblading, she's done the skiing, she's gone out with her friends. I personally don't see how you can mix such a wonderful career with a childhood as I would see it.
But doing this album has been a real risk, a real gamble. I didn't know that...
She came across as a woman to me. I mean, it's strange that she's actually a year younger than me. Which is quite peculiar. It's like, oh my God, Vanessa-Mae, she's only 16.
She seems to be able to do all these relaxing things and still have time to do all the concerts and everything, and I don't understand how she can fit everything in without going, ah!
Before I met her, I wondered if maybe she was exploited in sort of a young talent and other people were deciding how she would dress and how she would act. But from seeing her, I don't think she is.
She seems very kind of American in her whole approach. Like coming on with the sunglasses, and I think she's a showwoman.
With Vanessa-Mae, there's no image. A lot of people have said, you know, is she being exploited? But basically, when you're an artist and you make a record, in a way you're exploiting your talent and you're documenting what you've achieved and giving it out there to the world. People have said that, you know, Vanessa, you're sexy, you're beautiful, but that's not really something for me to say. I can never control what other people are going to think of me. It's the way they perceive me. But believe you me, until January this year, the word, you know, sexy and Vanessa-Mae would never have crossed my mind to have been put together.
No classical musician has ever been paraded before in a wetsuit, essentially see-through, transparent, used as an object of quite blatant eroticism with all the techniques that had been borrowed from the pop world.
I would be bothered if my child was upset, but because nothing upsets her, I just feel very proud of her. I think she's chosen the right profession.
You know, when I was a little kid and I was 5 years old, I used to go into the record stores, the classical division, and I used to see, you know, opera divas or pianists, you know, you know, big women with really low-cut dresses, what I call flaunting their fruits. And that was, you know, in the classical division. My album, The Violin Player, all the singles that follow it are pop, so it's natural that it will get pop treatment.
The idea is that Vanessa's in this kind of warehouse zone area, and it combines a whole lot of looks, like a kind of manga science fiction idea where she's got lots of these people from the underworld clawing at her, trying to get to her through fences.
There's a bit where I play a blonde cyberpunk, then I'm a boy in another scene, and then, you know, I'm a sexy Susie Wong.
Have you ever worn traditional Chinese?
No, I haven't. Oh. Even as a little kid, you know, Chinese New Year, I never wore one of these, so it's good fun.
Running on that. Right, so for this setup, first of all, those lights will be down. Let's put those up so you can get an idea of the feel of the whole thing. And we'll just be doing mid to close.
All right, first positions, rehearsal only. Stand by on playback. Too soon. Yeah. Cut! So you don't want to be walking in like it's Mahler's Seventh Symphony. We've all seen Nigel play the violin, so everyone knows what a violin looks like. We're interested in you. That's where the money is. Happy to go? All right, shooting this time. Everybody set? Playback. Sound speed. Thank you, out you go.
We're just getting the extras ready now, and for the shot with the Chinese dress that you shot earlier. As you can see, Rocky's done up in a sort of a gangsterish look. Yeah, a tough guy.
Yeah. He does that kind of thing, and then he heads off. Once he's heading off, once he starts to move off, that's when you can come across the center position over here. Oh yeah, you're still watching yourself. You're still totally absorbed in yourself. Everyone's absorbed in what's happening on the stage. I shall dance naked on the stage if it helps. And playback. Yes. How could somebody as beautiful as you look as contrived doing that? It's your video, do you know what I mean? It's about belief in yourself. All right, places all, please. Shooting once again. Playback.
We're supposed to finish at 12. I've got a feeling that we're definitely going to go on to a bit longer. Hopefully we'll get through it and get all the concepts across.
Right, the idea for this look is very futuristic, cyberpunk. We've given her an ultra-white wig to change her looks completely.
Yeah, I've never been blonde before, but I'm considering changing forever.
We will be doing something really instinctive, following the music and moving in an animal way, because that's what we're supposed to be. Sort of mutant, cyber, animal creatures from outer space.
All right, all up on the front fence.
It's a bit of a freak show, this. Scary.
EMI had a tremendous success in the past decade with Nigel Kennedy, who was young, who was hip, who was street cred. So they've been desperately looking for something to replace him, and they thought, well, this was it.
you know, a small minority of people in the classical world have suddenly developed me as an icon for classical music and saying, what's she doing for classical music? But, you know, maybe they don't have ears. Maybe they don't see that this is a pop album.
I think in terms of what has happened until now, she's done herself dreadful, possibly irreparable damage with the classical world.